Violent racism had prevented African Americans from voting in Brownsville, Tennessee since 1884. By 1940, black people made up 75,000 of the 19,000 people living in the city, and they wanted their voices to be heard. In May 1940, members of the Brownsville chapter of the National Association for the Advancement of Colored People organized a voting rights drive. On June 20th, 1940, 31-year-old NAACP leader Elbert Williams was abducted from his home in Brownsville, Tennessee by Sheriff Samuel Hunter, Officer Charles Reed, and a mob of white men. 3 days later, Williams' body was found lifeless and brutalized in the Hatchie River. The coroner said that the body was in such bad shape that he could not determine the cause of death. A few days before Williams' lynching, fellow NAACP members Elisha Davis, Thomas Davis, and Jack Adams were abducted from their home by the same group of white men. Unlike Williams, they survived the attacks but left Brownsville immediately after. In the months following the lynching of Elbert Williams, up to 40 more black families were permanently driven from the community under threats of violence from the same white mob. African Americans who remained in Brownsville were prohibited from meeting in groups, even for church services, and 2 African American men were beaten to death after being arrested by the same Officer Reed who had helped to abduct Williams and the other men. Despite investigations launched by local authorities, the Department of Justice, and the FBI, no one was ever charged for the multiple deaths and dozens of abductions.